Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Today we have 93rd. Oh, nice to hear myself. 93rd episode of our late night talks with romantic developer. It's a stream series which I put a plan to have at least 152 of those. 152 of consecutive days. One friend of mine actually asked the question about why closed captions are not enabled during the stream. And now I see that I put for my stream parameter that it's ultra low latency and it doesn't support closed captions. So maybe going forward I need to switch off that parameter, and with that it would be available. My friend doesn't speak English. He knows me by time I've been in Ukraine, so we still support our friend relationship, and not only with one but multiple persons, and it's like lifelong friends. When you start something meaningful when you was young and you continue to do that during all your life. So it's like how we become friends. It's a complex question, but of course when people are unite something, common interest, of course the first way, of course, they like each other as persons. I don't say like each other like humans, maybe like humans, let's say that, not like woman and man and so on and so on. So it's, I'm not talking about any sexuality, but it's a question if yeah, I mean, when we like on multiple layers for sure. So maybe sexual is one of those layers, but of course it's not all. So we, of course, we like each other on multiple layers, and there is something which unite us with our friends. And of course, when it going on during multiple years, it's a true friendship, because you could be a like small friend with someone, but once they disappear from your life, like let's say it's co-worker and he switched the job or you switched the job, you saw each other maybe a few times and that's it. And then maybe once a year or once a several year, when you notice something in social networks or whatever, you just say, hey, hi, it's fine. But with real friends, even if you don't speak like even a year, but that feeling friendship remains, and then once you could do that, you will speak much longer because you have much more topics to discuss, much more common interest, and much more history, of course. And with real friends, you not just doing something like greetings and practicing your social skill, but you exchanging energies, and it's worth a lot. I don't have many friends, but I have, and it's really nice. And sometimes I forget how grateful I am for those friends, and how grateful I am for all the things we did together. yeah, so that's it. So I'll switch to low latency just to some of my friends who occasionally could see the streams in live could could watch with me and enjoy it and support me maybe real time. So nice. Okay, I see some. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, someone connected and someone disconnected from the chat. If you join the chat, please put say hi or support it in some other way. You can ask question, propose some topic to discuss, and so on and so on. Because it's ultra low latency, it would be really quick response time. So we could discuss something. As usual on our streams, we have time of when we do some reflections and part where we try to do some software related things. As part of my reflections, I could probably share some recent story of my experience with ChatGPT on the phone, not mine. So we normally I try to use, I don't know why, maybe because it's not supported so widely on notebooks, or I mean on desktop, like browsers and everything, that voice models. So normally I try to use it in as chat interface. I write some text, receive some responses with ChatGPT. Sometimes it's done as part of my work. I work in software development, so of course, yeah, even if you have some Copilot installed in your development environment, it will immediately try to help you. But that time, it was my son who asked a question about what is the next year in Eastern style. So it's the year of dragon, and the next year will be the year of snake, then the year of horse. And we communicated with ChatGPT how he's understanding why we have that notation and what are information about all of those. And then my wife started asking quite philosophical, psychological questions from ChatGPT, how he enjoys its work, and it started responding with human-like words like feelings or emotions, etc., that he feel good and so on and so on. And she continued to ask about what is the feelings, etc., etc., and came to the point when ChatGPT just decided to stop that conversation. Okay, sorry, have a good night. It was nice to talk to you. So of course it could be chat limit, or from other side it could be some try to prevent the jailbreaking, which was very common before in previous models of ChatGPT. But now they have multiple filters. I believe you should come from multiple filters before your request would achieve actual model, and after model reply to you, it also will be reviewed on if it's up to some community guidance and so on. So of course it's not so simple, but even with all these filters, looks like we were able to kind of not break, but make ChatGPT stop working. And then aside the topic, we try to discuss some of the questions, and yeah, it was so simple to break that LLM before, and even if it's just LLM, so it just has some knowledge, and its task to provide you knowledge it has in some form. So it not the most scary part. It's how it learn and use the things to improve that model. So basically it could just compromise some knowledge in some areas, and that's it. It's of course people try to build something which do some decision making, I'm sorry, but those decision making again based on the knowledge and everything, so it shouldn't be awful anytime soon. But now many companies, they compete in that area and they create more and more advanced, let's say, models and algorithms, and of course they're interested in to build something which is not just knowledgeable like ChatGPT, but also it's able to learn more human way. Of course they couldn't implement human way, so they implement some algorithms for neural network, basically all LLM built on top of neural network interface. Let's say that some of the model more complex or less complex, and they used more and more advanced strategies to make it work similar to how human neurons work in our mind. Of course it wouldn't be the same, but of course it will expand its capabilities a lot, and it's no question that they will succeed and build some program which could improve itself, and if not, it could think in our understanding about thinking, so it could gather, analyze information and make some decisions. Even now LLM like trying to mimic that, but those models would be much more effective in that. And if we just think, okay, let's imagine there exists some extraterrestrial mind or civilization or someone with much more, with different just mind. So of course every creature is different from each other, and many creature types of course as well. So let's imagine it would be just different civilization, not looks like humans. It could be like, I don't know, spiders. Do you understand what spiders think? I don't think so. I don't think even scientists understand how spiders are making its decisions, and what it lived for and how. And of course spiders probably not so smart, but if it's possible there are smart spiders enough, and it's the way it think and analyze and took decisions would be completely different from humans. For any civilization, for any possible like aliens, of course it would be completely different. And the thing is, they even don't need to come here physically. They just need a way to talk to that artificial intelligence we create. And who knows, maybe artificial intelligence we create will find their way of thinking and reasoning much more natural for it, and it could lead to some unforeseen unforeseen situation in future. So of course that any artificial intelligence is very dangerous in itself, and even people who invest a lot of into making it look like it looks today, not only they received Nobel Prize for that in physics, by the way, but also they share their thoughts about how it could become how dangerous it could be. And many people who are in that industry or connect somehow to the possibilities of it, including like Elon Musk and others, they share that fear that and that think that it should be really controlled. But now we have a situation when many companies compete and no one wants to be outsider. And of course, with that situation on the market when many companies compete, it's very hard to control it legally. Yes. And also institution of control is not working anymore, or at least it's working, but I mean, it's become so overcomplicated and not so user-friendly and human-friendly. So it's most probably will not exist long. I understand that we have so many regulations right now in multiple areas. Let's say GDPR policy and multiple other policies which should protect human privacies, but instead we see multiple instances when human privacy not cost nothing at all, and many companies gather information about you without your knowledge, without your consent. I'm sorry, and so on. So with more and more legal institutions like GDPR and others, it would be just more complex for some sole developers to present something, to create beautiful projects, but big corporations will take over, and of course, while they compete with each other, they will develop more and more harmful and dangerous software for sure. So yeah. Okay, that is about AI. And we continue to develop our own AI in software part, correct? We will use AI in a way which intended to help. It's like all the time when you ask ChatGPT about what is your main purpose, so of course it will say, I here created to help humans. I couldn't be distracted but your tone, but your words, by anything. I'm happy when I could help, and I'm happy when I couldn't help, and so on and so on. Yeah, happiness, it's just words. Of course, he feel effective when he did effective, and actually maybe humans are just very small factor for its understanding if it's effective or not. Okay, so I think that's it. Let's us think about that YouTube AI helper, and yeah, I couldn't say that I'm super focused and effective today. I work pretty well, by the way. It's not a question, but because I was quite a weak, how to say, I'm not powerful weak a week ago. It sounds like the same for me. Maybe it's the same. Sorry, I'm still learning the English. So I was I'm sorry, recovering from some interesting cold last week, and it's overlapped to this week as well. And today I just feel not so good, and I just took a nap. And normally it's just maybe 20 minutes or maybe 30 minutes, and you feel energized after that. And oh, I'm sorry, all of that. But for me, it was like long nap, and maybe like for others as well, when you nap it without alarm, timers, it's not always a great idea, but and I did what I haven't expected. I completely overslept all the times I planned to do some work and to do a stream, so it postponed by 2 hours. Yeah, and I need like to refresh. So sorry for all of that. I'm just need some time to gather some thoughts about our program. So let's with that switch to the program. You know what? I will go and change on my camera one settings really fast. Give me a minute. Okay. Now it's slightly better because I was without a good focus, but now, especially when I move closer, farther, now I'm in the focus, so it's do out of focus. Before it was set some focus, and yeah, not out of focus, and then sometimes I saw myself blurry, and it's not so cool. Okay, so let's switch back. We wrote some README file before about that YouTube helper. I'm just copy it, go to that README file, and we will just trying to edit it. And let's see what we could leave, what we could YouTube AI helper. Let's call it like this. Process video files. Yes. No. Project aims to help do helpful task around video or audio files with speech content. It extracts audio from it extracts audio as a text and use it to let's say extract useful information from it using LLMs. Right now this project automate the process of downloading YouTube videos MP3, transcribing it using Whisper model and processing this with LLM through OpenAI chat GPT models. one of its target is to automate publishing process, including update video parameters like descriptions, video sections, keywords, and so on. For example, on YouTube platform. Okay, features. Current features. So all those requirements and everything. Oh, we have the line at the end, which we need to remove from the readme as well. So what we will do, implementations. Local YouTube AI helper. It's so this project contains batch file, supports execution in Windows platforms, which will use reinstalled tools like to download files from YouTube locally, inscribing them locally and using one of the configs, execute LLM via OpenAI API through code execution. This is the simplest, not simplest. It may be not simplest, but for sure it's simple. It is simple approach which created and try to automate commands you could execute yourself in them and organize them into one process. More details would be It tells about the visit and commentation will be found here. And we need just insert some link. You know how to do that. So it should be something like that. Copy. How to make links. Of course, we could try and do very quickly, but yeah, so it would be like that. So not that, but vice versa. Initially brackets and then parent names, how it's called. So dot, okay. Okay, if we could do preview, it's allow us to click and see if it work. Yeah, it's working fine. So let's go to our standard free ChatGPT and ask us to fix any issues. Could you please help any issues with my markup file below? Please fix grammatical or spelling errors. Please provide a list of fixes at the end. So we just want a list of fixes because sometimes ChatGPT used to do a lot of fixes, and we want to make sure that we are not missing any important fix from it. To do help automate. Okay, which with each content change with speech content. Oh, speech extract user change together. Okay, one of the target is the one of its goal right now. Okay, come on. Right now, it's still with comma. Maybe, oh, right. See, project contains the batch file. Project contains a batch file. Okay, this is simple approach. This is simple approach designed to, okay. Spelling corrections, remove unnecessary words, consistent tense usage adjusted, okay. Styling changed Windows to Windows, okay. Mature the terms, okay. Improved readability. Looks good. How to copy that as content? Let's see if we could do that and just say insert Okay, and now we just remove all the helpful information we asked about ourselves and let like that. Okay, let's commit directly. YouTube AI helper and local YouTube AI helper. And here we for sure need to go and remove the last line. Local YouTube AI helper. And let's say return to the project root. Interesting. Could we do something like like that? Let's try before we ask. Page not found. You know what? Maybe we just wrote something like that. Main readme. Maybe we just need, no, it's not like that. That would, so if we do like that, let's see once again. It's main local readme. It looks, it should work. No. Readme MD. Oh, we need YouTube helper readme. And if we just put like slash readme, it would be YouTube AI helper. Now it should looks cool. Let's leave that. Okay, let's see. Oh, switching too much. So let's leave like that. Requirements, okay. PowerShell setup. Okay, let's try to improve that. Let's try to improve that. So let's go here and say, hey, also I want to improve this markdown of readme MD for local AI helper folder. Please add all the steps like installing Git if it is not installed. What else? Else would be make sure that YouTube DLP is accessible from the script. In other words, put it into the path and so on. Make sure we without batch or script knowledge could execute it easily. Also fix other issues if you see. Return in markdown format. Let's ask, oh, it should please send us something. We will stop. Okay, now we inserted that and sent. It just happened so quickly. To execute previous prompt. Let's ask that again. Okay, we see return to the project root, project features requirements. Git official site. Interesting. Do we have here adding it to the path? We need to write video about how to install everything on the freshly new machine, actually, I think. Let's search path on that. Okay, FMPEG location path. Let's find maybe the first path. No. We need to... So first pass is here, config location. Okay. File system option. I see that YouTube DLP is so powerful tool that we don't use. Configuration. output template. Maybe we need to install Whisper. Okay, let's copy the code. Insert it here. Remove the last thing. Okay, let's quickly see what we have in our we should have somewhere my visualstudio.com. We created some task for ourselves before to do. Oh no, maybe I have a 3 months learning in LinkedIn. Actually, anyone has. Once they register on myvisualstudio.com, it's easy to go and to get that benefit. 1 month free on learning. Also, it's easy to use even $200 on Azure free credit for a year. You don't need to pay at all. You just need to provide some card, and it wouldn't be used without you authorize it. So it's just to check that it's actual human, and you not try to automate the things. Okay, and we have our YouTube AI helper. Let's go here, and we have some work items. Where to put that? Maybe it would be Whisper. We need, okay, work items. Recently updated. What other categories we have? Work items. Queries, I think, would be good. And we should have some query. We don't have any query. Oh, probably we have backlog with all items. Okay, it's something. I believe we also should have some task for. We should have some task for local AI building. No, I'm sorry. I tried to use it, but not sprints, queries, work items. Let's see all possible work items probably. Let's see. Maybe assigned to me? No. Recently created. Oh, we have local POC. Also, we have Python as prerequisite. So we don't need OpenAI for Python yet. Do we actually need Python here? Whisper, curl, YouTube DLP. Interesting, interesting. Should we ask to install Python user if we don't? How we install in Git? Let's see installation instruction for Whisper. Pip install, pip install. So we need probably anyway pip to install that. Prerequisites. FFmpeg actually, let's add it, but we don't use it at all. Maybe YouTube DLP using it. I'm not sure. Let's see what else we had here. Prerequisites. Okay, it's a good addition. Mermaid. Download, execute, batch. It's okay. Explanation. Example of LLM config. Okay. Prompt. Running the batch. Everything other we have. Add instructions. How to add up to pass if it is not there. Please return updated mark down file. So now we have more things to. We install Python, system pass, install DLP, install Whisper, download curl, adding tools to a system. Clone the repository. Okay, let's try to see if everything is good. Let's go here. Let's insert it. Oh no, we don't want. If you want to copy everything, is it possible? Okay, yeah, it's possible. Contribution, troubleshooting, configurations. And we have that AI helper, but okay. Bash. Local YouTube helper. That is thing we will remove. So looks like good. Let's preview it. Okay, features, requirements. It's missed git installation as well. Share how to check if we need to install programs before actual installation. For example, curl most probably will be available in Windows 11. Let's ask it, and we will be mostly finished with our updated instructions. Features, okay. Requirements. Okay, we will copy everything and try to whisper, help, PowerShell, setup, clone the repository. And this instruction is what? Follow the prompts. Oh, come on. Oh, I do too much scrolling, sorry. Okay. README requirements. Python. Okay, let me do that. I'm using my notepad to just get that git, and let's go not here but here to where we edit. Let's close something, yeah, here, and let's go to edit, and we need git Python. Oh, we could go to that, but Python. Python or download. Okay. With FMPEG, I like slightly more that thing because it shows how to edit on Windows, but it's okay. YouTube DLP. Okay, let's copy everything. So FMPEG, Whisper, and we missed YouTube DLP. Okay, Whisper, curl PowerShell. If they are not available in the terminal, so let's just go that, and it would be here. And run. Adding to pass in Windows, and it would be without that. Okay, set up, clone the repository, install, obtain API key, configure the prompts, folder structure, usage, helper. Okay. And what else we have here interesting? It's the same. Then configure prompts. Configure prompts. Yeah, we have that. Usage. Example workflow configurations. Troubleshooting. What is troubleshooting? Missing. Yeah, it's the same. Contributions. Let's review how it looks like in preview. Looks good. So we just committed into the main, which is, as I said, not so cool practice, but because we do just documentation and it's very simple project, it could be fine. So now we have everything. We have our YouTube helper. We have our license that everyone could use it and change its MIT license. And here we have our script file. We do everything here to basically check, and we use PowerShell to build a payload for OpenAI API, and we use the same PowerShell to extract the response from returned JSON file, and we already tested it multiple times. What we could do, we could test very quickly on my local machine, which is not those machine. I have stars now from myself. So how to do that? We just go and get that. How to do that? Code copy. Now we go to some folder. I have folder with name romantic developer. I go here and say some options. Git clone. It's Tortoise Git. I told you about it. Yeah, and we already have it inserted. YouTube AI helper. Okay. So it's do receive it. And now we just open command line. So we have our projects. Go romantic developer. Go YouTube AI helper. And we have AI helper here to execute. But before we execute it, we need to go here, here, and in configurations, we need to change that LLM config. And to do that, we need to we need some of my to get my basic information about that. To do that, I'm just go to so for all our tests for multiple days with all our testing of multiple videos, we spent like 38 cents total, and it was in October. We used for romantic developer, and we use different models, and we sent not much actually. It says only 6 and 2. Oh, but we not done only in October, we also done it in September. No? Come on. So in September, we spent nothing. In October, 38 cents. Is it any way to see better usage report? Okay. So anyway, we need to create a new secret key. I will do that. And I just choose some project like romantic developer. So basically, yeah, I've created some project here, romantic developer, and we have a local YouTube helper 01. Okay, and we just click create secret key. I can transition because it will show it, and then I go and update my insert key to my file. And also I just want to really quick look about in docs in the models we want to use, because GTP 3.5 turbo, it's cool, but I really want to use more of the GTP 4. So, and let's just use that one, and I'll update in the model section, and we'll try to execute. Okay, I've updated. Now we could execute it. To provide URL link, we could do something new. Let's go to YouTube. Basically, it could be not only YouTube, it could be anything. Eight minutes. I haven't enabled some cool features here, so I'm just short for short story. Some short story. Not 16 minutes, not 15. It's more about like few minutes. Once upon a time. Let's, yeah, it's some story for kids probably. We just copy that link URL, and let's see, it's 1:31. Let's enable subtitles. It contains some music. Oh, it contains some music and some text. Let's see how it would be. Yeah, how our Whisper could handle that. So we enter in our YouTube URL, and let's see. Oh, it's sanitized title to create reliable title for us to download and to create folders. And it says configuration, we have only one. It start process of transcribing with Whisper. I already have Whisper on my local machine, but you see, I don't have Whisper completely. Why is that? Oh, come on. Let's ask very quickly how to solve that. I'm trying to execute Whisper on my local machine, but it says let's do the simplest solution first. Pip. Really? Let's ask. Let's check Python. Oh, version. Let's see. Okay, Python pip install operate pip. Let's do everything it says as workaround, because I played on my local computer with Z things before, maybe in our string, so I tried not to think about how to do that. I just web Python. And where pip, oh, let's try Python. Interesting, yeah. Okay, let's try to click command prompt, run as administrator. Oh, nice picture. Okay, here it is as administration. Oh, CD. Come on. And pip. Pip is here. Pip install. Let's just try pip install once again. No, it's still the issue. So command prompt doesn't work immediately. So Python settings application. Let me share that. I just home. I do remove programs. Modify. So I was able to find that Python, and I just click repair. Let's wait. But as I could say for sure that it's something with my this local machine, because on much less powerful computer and with I've hit free plan limit for GPT-4 for today already on my free account. But we did a good progress. We updated installation steps and everything, and we really, so the maybe we just need to write some video and put it into into a link to that video into the Git. So if someone will find ever that with video, of course it would be much more simpler than without. But even without, I think we provided good steps how to install all of those. Yeah, still in video it would be much more helpful to emphasize that it's one-time installation of Python and everything, and better not to show how I'm dealing with Python and pip here. Maybe I need to reinstall Whisper. So, and we have administrative console. Yeah, we probably need to restart it, but let's quickly check system variables. So it would be system advanced. So it's like that. Environment variables. And in system variables, we're just looking for the path and click edit. Oh, it's not here, but let's see if it's here. Edit. Yeah, it's here. So it has update a local Python 3.1.2 and 3.1.2 scripts. Now what, maybe, okay, maybe we could install it into that path as well. Okay, and open that, copy. Oh, it's actually in my folder. It probably wouldn't be available to everyone. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't want to proceed. Great. Pip is fine. Pip is fine. Oh. It doesn't do anything, but we need to copy that one. Let's see. Interesting. Will it install Whisper? Oh, now it's not recognized. Let me actually execute it once again. So let's review once again. Maybe that will work now. No. No. And pip itself working. And pip install. At least. Let's just numpy. Yeah, I used virtual environments before. Maybe it's the issue. Okay, I should even have that environment somewhere here. My end. Let's try to do that. Let's try to do that. So it would be just my end scripts activate. Whisper. Mm-hmm. So we interested in YouTube, local YouTube AI helper. Let's try once again, but in virtual environment. Probably I played with virtual environment and need to execute in that context. Not much deal, but yeah. Where is our prompt? Here. So let's try to see if it will work with that file. So download it. Say our configuration, trying to execute Whisper, and let's see. Okay, if 16 is not supported on CPU, I'm not writing any GPU because yeah, it should be pre-installed somehow. We could look into that later. But you see, even on my computer, it's faster than before. So we could see that we are close to the end of transcription. Okay, executing the program, LLM, and let's see, it's already speed 0, so we received. Okay, let's go and check what we received. Try to do big. So we have that folder, the two cats and the monkey story. And here are our files. So basically, we have our mp3 file and we have transcribed version of it. And so if we click on that file txt, that would be that story in txt format. If we click srt, doesn't have any preview, but if we open, it would be the same story with time components. Do you see? So it's transcribed pretty well. And it's our responses in titles. Let's open it here. It would be nice. So yeah, it's provide our icons. Two cats who lost to a monkey. Guess what happened next? Nice. But what is the actual story? Two cats and monkey story, a short story in English for kids. Maybe writing that it's story for kids is good for YouTube marketing. But all the titles are pretty cool, you see. The one mistake these cats made that cost them everything. It's too adult. The two cats and sneaky monkey. A monkey clever trick how to cat lock their bread. So it's nice. What else we have? We have description. The cats and the monkey, video chapters. It's pretty big. We need to so it's cool because it's follow all the titles. It had some cool keywords, kid stories, short stories for kids, sharing lesson, etc., etc. It has good introduction, everything, but it's not a nice description. Probably we could update that prompt for making a description later, correct? And keywords, yeah, pretty. I don't like that keyword, two cats and a monkey moral. It's too long. We could adjust our prompt to make keywords shorter, maybe 2 words maximum, maybe 3 words. But the more unique keyword, the better, especially if someone trying to search by that keyword or something. Of course, it's long keywords, so we need to adjust our prompt for that as well. Again, it was done just to display capabilities, but yeah, looks pretty cool. So it works on my machine, but in local environment. Let's ask some question. Yes, local and worked for me. Can I call AI helper in that local env by creating a shortcut to place on the desktop? Please guide me. Oh, yeah, it's basically say initially we need to activate and then we need to so let's try it very quickly. So let's create new file and it would be language batch cd activate call, but here we have to cd projects romantic developer, and now we should write something like YouTube AI helpers local AI and somehow copy that, call that. Does it work? And let's store it in our romantic developer folder, and we provided a name YouTube local YouTube helper. And let's go to that folder, click on local YouTube helper, and let's just execute from here. Okay, let's try to find even shorter video just to test how it will work. 1 minute story. Sounds good. We will not work. Oh, I'm sorry. Here it's what happened when I execute the shortcut. I'm just verifying that everything will be written in proper folders. Yeah, destination is videos, and it's go to videos in so yeah, everything looks fine. So while we testing it, we could click here and say share, compress, show more options, and say to send to desktop. And now it should be somewhere on the desktop. Yes. Okay. Let's see how it goes on. Okay, we are already executing something like titles. Let's ask, can we open the video folder after execution? So let's see how it will work. Do we need pause? Okay, probably. Let's go and call Start Explorer and insert all of those here. Videos. Romantic developer. Let's check once again. Z videos. Okay. Oh no. It's not here. It's actually created videos in that location. So yeah, we need just to put something like that. Okay, we updated that file. Now, if we close everything and bring our file here, local YouTube developer shortcut, what we'll do, oh, maybe we could change, share, edit, properties, shortcut properties, change icon. Oh no. We could like previous era icons. Previous era icons. Let's use that. Okay. And title, general, helper. Okay. Okay, it's our OneDrive, which is installed on my machine. So we have that folder or that shortcut, and if we execute it, it's actually opened here. So yeah, looks like it's working nice. Let's just try one another story, something like rabbit, and let's go to our local YouTube UI helper shortcut and see how it will work. So it should download. We should choose configuration, and maybe if we have only one configuration, we can skip that step. It's some improvement, but yeah, let's see if anyone actually needs that improvement. Then it will transcribe that video. Hey, please transcribe it to the end, and then it call our LLM. For LLMs, as I said, we need to use our own LLM key. We have $5 a day for several months. It should be, or $5, not maybe a day, a month. So we have some storage. We could transcribe some good amount of files, not transcribe, answer that keywords or titles or description, good amount of time. And yeah, also you could pick the prompts I used and build on top of those prompts your own unique prompts. But the thing is that videos I'm not sure if it's opened or not because I in our script, or I did it before. But again, it says short moral story for rabbit. Let's see, maybe titles. We understand immediately if it's the same or not. Yeah, the rabbit and the crow, 1 minute story, powerful lesson, good. And what about description? Description wouldn't be, by the way, description not quite bad. The only thing it's used 2 stars, which actually make text looks bold in YouTube, but yeah, it's too much bold, I think. But okay, start of the video, rabbit copying habit, etc, etc. So looks overall good, but not cool. We could update that description prompt for the better. And let's maybe close it as one. If I'll execute it once again, do the same. I just want to see if it will open that folder or not. I just really want to see if it's opened that folder or not. I mean, Explorer folder. Come on. Maybe when we will create another version of local command, but with Python, maybe we can try to improve performance on machines which support NVIDIA drivers. So I have some GeForce drivers. It will increase the speed greatly. And now it should open the folder. Let's see if it will open, and if it's open, it would be nice. Yeah, it's opening just on the different screen. But it's opening not the proper folder. Oh, come on. Okay. We updated the titles here. Explorer. So it will be closed once we click pause, start. That is working fine. Let's try here. And that is working fine. Start Explorer. You know what? Maybe it's because in that my env. Let's comment out that thing. And let's try to exit. We just open that folder. No. Okay. Doesn't want. The last resort. Let's try to set as start in romantic developer. Looks good. Let's ask that question. Okay. When I execute it from shortcut, it doesn't open my videos folder, but my documents. If I execute in MD, works perfectly fine. What could be a problem? Let's ask ChatGPT, knowledgeable. Maybe start. Let's see, we start. Let's try just in command prompt. Works perfectly normal. Let's try to update that to Z. And let's just for a second exit from here. And let's go here to our local YouTube helper. Okay. Now, yeah, it's working fine. So we could close this and this, go and then comment that thing. So now it's working just fine. But in most cases, we could just execute a helper and create that a shortcut itself. In my environment, I have some issues with virtual environments. That's why I need to activate it before calling it. But normally you could create shortcut from it. The only problem, it will not open videos folder itself by default, but you could update it in the code. So yeah, I believe on that stage we updated our program and our repository with all the details, and we created local version of our batch file which help us to download video, transcribe it, and to call LLM very raw way through just executing some HTTP request with curl, just with sending post request to open API of OpenAI, And for that, of course, we need that key, which we could receive for free if we recently registered on API Developer Center, or we just need to add our card. If we registered before, but it should not cost you a fortune. For all the today experiments, we spent 7 cents. Maybe it's much, maybe it's not, but yeah, total for all our days we spent less than $50. And we are using not the cheapest model, of course. For the task we did, we of course could use much more cheaper model like GPT-4 or Mini, because we don't send much details to that, and we don't need that huge context window and everything. Okay, so as usual, I wish you a beautiful day, night or evening or morning, and normally I wish something I start with, but today we start with artificial intelligence, state of things and danger it could pose to the humanity. So I don't wish you anything about danger and OpenAI or about artificial intelligence. Sorry, just wish you as usual to share your joy with word rather than aggression, to accept more the things, to stop being offended by something, and instead to preserve your energy for more beautiful things than just thinking about how bad people doing with you, etc., etc. We spent a lot of time discussing all of this topic, so don't waste your energy on unneeded things. You could spend it on more lovely things and you will get a lot of in return. And we also discussed how it works from development point of view and words, physics and laws point of view. So create cozy, lovely, heartful environment around yourself and share your love with your loved ones. Yeah. So as usual, I will be streaming tomorrow and another 60 days. I think at least 60 days, because it's my challenge to stream every day, every consecutive day for 152 days. But you can join me whenever you are ready, or watch me in recording. I would be very happy to receive something from you, some comment, emotion, question, whatever. So it would give me some inspiration. Some people say it doesn't do anything for them, so they don't actually need that. I couldn't say I need it badly, but if you do, I would be happy, and I will share some of my happiness with you as well. So see you later. Have a great day.